regardless, Ryder Cup, I think he's going to be on the team, which means that there's going to be 3 or 4 guys that are not, that make people say, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
So here's the quick napkin math on that. We were talking about this earlier, Kyle and I were, where he's going to end up getting about 3,600 points, Greg, because you get, I think it's 1 point for every $1,000 that you earn. So 3.6 million, 3,600 points. It is going to put him basically 8th. So it's going to be Scotty Scheffler, Wyndham Clark, Brooks Koepka, Xander Schauffele, Max Homa, Patrick Cantlay, Jordan Spieth, Keegan Bradley. That's your 8. Cam Young, Sam Burns, Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas is 11. Kitayama, Zalatoris, I guess his status is up in the air. Denny, Harris English, Ricky Fowler 16, Finau 17.
That's crazy. Throw DJ in there.
DJ technically 32nd. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, like what do you do with Bryson, who's 41st in the Ryder Cup rankings if he's eligible? It's the whole thing's gonna be weird. Are they just gonna be captain's picks, the LIV guys?
I don't think so.
Either do I, but like, okay, we still got too many guys for 12 spots.
Yeah. I'm good on Bryson. I don't need Bryson. Bryson to me is just I don't think Zach Johnson is going to JT and Spieth, which, make no mistake, like that's who he's going to. And they're like, oh, we gotta have Bryson. You gotta figure out how to get him on the team. Like, I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, well, they might have to use a captain's pick on Justin Thomas at this rate.
Well, but they will. Yeah. They will, is my point.
But there's question marks about a couple of these guys, you know, with Cam Young and Sam Burns and Justin Thomas. I mean, there are big time question marks about them. That was a big week for JT because he's kind of running out of starts, right? I mean, where's Justin Thomas go in the FedEx Cup? Because I mean, he was 78th coming into the week. All right, so he moved that moves him to 66th projected. So that would get him into the playoffs. And having those 3 event playoffs, you know, having an opportunity to play at least one more big time event where he's won, and possibly 2 or 3 is a big deal. So he's got to start to show just a little bit of something like we saw this week. And I think you're in really good shape with JT, but you know that he doesn't like the Open Championship very much, or doesn't play well there, whether he likes it or not. So Scottish, if he plays at Open Championship, those are not great opportunities for him. And you know, he might have to add something else in there, like a Wyndham or.
Well, he added next week, Greg. I don't know if you saw.
He added Rocket.
A little desperation from JT headed to Detroit. Yeah,
that's what he had to do. That's exactly what he had to do.
I think as of right now. I mean, but Greg, how far would JT have to fall out to not be on the team?
I know. I have the same exact point, right? He's on the task force. He
can't fall far enough.
I think there's so much equity built up that there's not enough time for him to fall far enough.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. And he's got a partner that he has a great record with, and you're not going to split. You don't want to split up that partnership. So
okay, here's what I would do as of today, right after Keegan wins. Here's my 12: Scotty, Wyndham Clark, Brooks, Xander, Cantlay, Homa. I think he's in on like the President's Cup last year, just that, and I think he should be. Spieth, Morikawa, JT, Fowler, Finau, Keegan. So DJ's out, Burns is out, and Cam Young's out. Those are my 3. Wow. No Harris English.
I'm fine with that. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess. Isn't I mean, Sam Burns was carrying Scotty Scheffler at the President's Cup.
That's true. I just pretty easily put him. I'm just dismissive of him, which is perhaps unfair. But Okay, he wins.
Where's he been? He hasn't really
won the match play.
Yeah, he wins match play, but
you're right. He won the match play.
Nothing since then, and I think even more so, just no noise at the major. I mean, listen, it's not you shouldn't be ashamed if you don't make this team. This team is insane. You're going to have guys that have won in the last year or 18 months that are not on it. You might have a guy that's won, probably not twice, but maybe.
I mean, imagine if Zalatoris was in the mix here too.
Is he going to be back? I don't even remember the timetable.
I think he said he's out for the remainder of the season.
I think he said season, technically.
Right. But how do you put him on the team?
Yeah, it would be tough.
Or what if what if Harris English wins the BMW? I mean, what if Michael Block gets a captain's pick?
Yeah, that's if the problem would be Harris English winning the BMW and now you have to use another. Now you've got to use a captain's pick on Patrick Cantlay too. It's gonna be that would be tough.
Okay, so beyond, I don't think DJ is gonna be on the team because unless he wins the Open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you could have. I mean, I think Spieth and JT are just on it. Are we positive about Homa and Ricky and Finau?
You could get away with not Ricky, not Finau. I think you'd catch a lot of heat for no Homa.
He's fifth right now.
He hasn't played that great over the last since Players or since Riviera.
It's 2 months to go. He's an automatic. He's an automatic qualifier.
I guess that's unfair. He finished T8 at Quail Hollow, T9 at Colonial.
He just hasn't done it at majors.
T6 at the Players. So he's okay.
But I think the one thing, Kyle, to your point, is even in those events, he grinded out great finishes. They're ready. It's not like he's playing great. I think even by his own admission, right? It's a very professional T8, a very hardworking T8 and T9 in those two events. So he's got to get some things turned around as well, but he's way up there. It's gonna be hard to leave him off.
Yeah, no, I agree. The point is, I think Keegan Bradley is probably going to be on this team, and I think he deserves it. That's a really cool story. He loves the Ryder Cup possibly more than I do, which is seemingly impossible, but appears to be a reality. And it'll be fun. It'll be interesting to see him on the team without Phil if he does end up making it. But I think that's a cool thing for him to potentially have played his way back onto the Ryder Cup team at an age where, if guys are making the Ryder Cup team at that age, it's because they're like DJ and they've had a career where they're staying basically as a top 20 guy in the world. And Keegan has not been that guy. And so to play all the way back up in there is pretty awesome.